r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. What's your favorite animated movie? Howl's Moving Castle. Prince of Egypt. Everything about it is so cinematic for an animated film. The Iron Giant. Saw it in the theater when it came out back in 1999. Got home, fired up the old dial-up internet, and emailed everyone I know saying, "You must see this movie." As much as 2 years later, friends were coming up to me saying, "I finally saw it because you won't shut up about it, and it is really good." Ratatouille. There are so many movies that I completely love and agree with, but this saddens me because no one replied to yours and I completely agree. I freaking love this movie. I can quote pretty much the entire thing, and all the cooking scenes make me so happy. I like to make a delicious meal and watch the ending just to make the whole meal complete. Princess Mononoke is by far my favorite. It's got incredibly complex characters, none of them good or bad. It just shows the struggle between nature and man, each only doing what they need to survive and not fully realizing how much damage they are doing to the others. If you've never seen this film, I highly recommend it, and the English dub is great. WALL-E. Eva. I watched this today with my husband and 4-year-old son. I always cry a couple of times. Today I cried in a new scene. After they came back to Earth and Eva fixes WALL-E, my son asked why Eva was sad. My husband said, she misses her friend. Lilo and Stitch or Kiki's Delivery Service. Lilo and Stitch is way too far down this list. Lilo and Stitch is a Disney movie about sad, lonely weirdos who want to belong and have a lot of love to give, and I love that. I'd never seen anything quite like it at the time. Even in other Disney movies, the misfit is always usually a hero, someone who's taken for granted, who's going to show them all one day, whose secret specialness is just waiting to be revealed via plot devices, etc. Lilo isn't a heroine. No special destiny, no mystical nothing. There's no reason for her to be a main character. She has nothing to prove. She's just a kid who, more than anything, wants to love and be loved in return, like any other big-hearted kid. It also feels like one of the least formulaic Disney movies to me, probably in large part due to all the above. It also has such a beautiful art style. The watercolor scenery is so fitting for Hawaii in general and Kauai in particular. Emperor's New Groove. It's so good. So rewatchable, quotable, funny, heartfelt, peaceful at times, gorgeous, and smart. The wit is insane, and the work to get the movie in theaters was even crazier. I gave it a 100% on my rating scale, the only film to do so. Tarzan, 1999, with music by rock star Phil Collins. I remember listening to the radio and they talked about the movie with soundtrack by rock star Phil Collins, and I thought was his official full name. That MF also made the soundtrack in the Spanish dub and he nailed it. End of Evangelion. Beauty and the Beast. Shame it didn't win Best Picture at the 1992 Oscars. Oliver and Company. The Lion King. Original. Thank you. Can't believe it's this far down the list. The Great Mouse Detective. No one makes a movie like this anymore. Shrek. All memes aside, the first 2 Shrek movies are brilliant. Fern Gully. Robin Williams as Batty is almost better than Genie in my opinion. Haha, I'm surprised they got the villain song past the censors. This is mine too. Hexus was a terrifying and legitimate villain. The machine he inhabits makes it even scarier. The jungle animations were gorgeous. The little fairy chick turned me gay, I think. Lol, but seriously, amazing movie. And Robin Williams as Batty? Icing on the cake. Strange choices, but it's between Disney's Robin Hood and The Road to El Dorado. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I know it's not entirely animated, but the animation effects still hold up so well 30 years later, so much better than the CGI of movies that are much newer. The animation effects still hold up so well 30 years later. They don't just hold up, they school most modern animation. The animation in that movie had so much love and hard work put into it, few things rival it. To this day I still love a Goofy movie. Almost 30 years later and it still holds up. Had to scroll way too far to find this. A Goofy movie is the most underrated Disney movie of all time. What was the one in space with 70s rock music, a flying car, and that blonde with huge tits? Heavy Metal. And the Space Chicken. You forgot the Space Chicken. And John Candy and Harold Ramis also. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.